Hey folks! Today's video I'm going to be doing 3 more palette redesign photoshopping things. I've done several of these videos now. I will have a link to a playlist with all of them below if you want to tune into any of the other ones that I've done. I've been kind of messing around with colors, been editing palettes, been just kind of giving them my own little spin, kind of what I would do if I were putting together a palette. I realize that this is very much like a niche thing. This is my own color choices, what I would do. You might not do the same thing. You might like the palette the way that it is, but I just felt like having a little bit of fun, and I've been really liking making these videos. So today we're going to be doing another one. We will be looking at 3 different palettes today, the first one being the Makeup Forever Candy Haze. And with this palette, what I first noticed when I saw it was that it was very, very light, very, very desaturated. The swatches that they actually had online looked really, really powdery and really, really washed out. They didn't have a whole lot of I don't know, rich pigment to it. And I realized if it's like a candy themed palette, they're gonna have some pastels. So for a lot of these, I just really added in some more color because this was a really, really kind of faded looking palette. For this first one, I actually made it a light yellow. I added some depth to it as well, and I made it a yellow pigment because for something that's gonna be like candy themed, I really wanted to have a variety of colors in here. With this tan shade here, I think what I did, I just made it a bit darker to give it more of like a chocolatey hue, because if we're talking about candy, I want to talk about all candy. This one's called Sorbet. So this one I actually made into more of like a lilac-y, pinky purple color, something that's not going to be like a bubblegum pink because there is a bubblegum shade in here. But this one I wanted to make more of kind of like a, I don't know, like an icy, fruity, pinky, purpley kind of tone. I think it works really well with the yellow, and it works really well with the neutrals. And yeah, so I'm just kind of messing with the saturation and the hue and the color balance to really make that one pop the way I want it to. Oh, this one was Wanderlust. I made it more blue and more saturated because there is that green tone in there, there is that silver, and I wanted something that could complement that as well as that purple that's down below it. And so this one I made more of like an icy, baby, something that you would see on people's eyes in the late 90s, you know. The next color, what did I do with the next color? This one I actually made into a straight up bubblegum pink. The color being called bubblegum and not being a bubblegum pink shade, that was the color of bubblegum after you've chewed it for like 4 hours. I wanted to make it like a bright ass bubblegum Barbie pink because it's honestly one of my favorite colors in an eyeshadow palette. I love that color so much. I have it behind me right now. So this one I actually added some depth to it, and I messed around with the undertones. I wanted to kind of give the idea that we could have some duochromes in this palette, because I'm not entirely sure if any of them are really duochromes because the swatches looked a little bit sad and not like there were any sort of duochromy things. So I'm messing around with the like midtones and the shadows to make it more of like a bluey purple. Like a purple with a blue duochrome shift. So messing with the midtones and the highlights and the shadows made it really, really fun that way. Oh, this one's called Golden, so I made it golden. To have a color called golden and to not make the color golden seems very counterintuitive to me, so I actually made this shade a gold shade. What a concept, you know? A color that matches its shade name? What? Anyway, this one I took a little bit to find the right tone that I wanted because I didn't want something that was too like bronzy or too yellow. Like I just wanted it to be gold. Yeah, I really messed around with this one for a bit. This shade, I think I made it a bit darker, I think. Heaven? That's the color. Because this one and then the sugar shade are really similar to each other. So I wanted to add some difference. Oh, this one I made orange. That's what it was. I made it an orange shade because I wanted to have something that was a bit... I mean, I wanted something that was orange that could go with the gold, that could go with the brown, that could go with the pink, that could go with whatever. It could go with yellow. That quad up in the top left corner is kind of a fun quad. This one I'm making a darker, richer coral because I just wanted to add some depth all around because looking at the swatches, they were so sad. Like all around sad. Really, the shimmers in here were the only thing that looked really pretty. The mattes all looked really chalky and just not pretty. This one I messed around a little bit with the undertone. I gave it more of a kind of bluey aqua undertone, but not blatantly blue. And I really like how this turned out, actually. I think it is definitely a lot more fun than the version that Makeup Forever actually put out. And to have something that's called Candy Haze, we've seen it enough times with ColourPop doing their candy palette, and anybody who really does anything that's like very candy focused, I feel like no brand has really hit the mark as far as getting kind of candy themes, unless it's like a very specific candy, like a Reese's or a Hershey's or a mint chocolate, like something like that. Brands usually do pretty well, but if it's just like a vague candy theme, I don't feel like people have really quite hit the mark quite yet. I like how this one turned out. I think it's fun. Next, we have this Star Wars Darth Vader palette, and this one has been kind of baffling to me because I've seen several different images of it come out. I've seen some people make videos about it, and when I first saw the brand images, I got tagged in it a bunch of times. People were like,
"What, they're gonna make a Darth Vader palette and not put a black in it?"
I agree with you, don't worry. The pictures are kind of deceiving because in some of the photos, this Sith Lord shade in the bottom right corner looks like a basic brown. And then some pictures, it looks like a dark, dark red. And then the middle shade, which is dark side, looks deeper in some other shades. And it's just like the images don't really match up anywhere. And so like this image that I'm looking at right now is actually one that kind of confused me because it's a lot warmer in tone. So I worked with this one that is an image from Temptalia that usually is the most true to color. I feel like Christine does a really good job photographing palettes. So what I did, I got rid of one of these matte beige shades up in the top right because we really don't need both of them. I feel like they're kind of redundant in a 9-pan palette. I feel like just have the Battle Station shade, but leave the other lighter beige shade out because you don't need it. You don't need it. So I'm moving some things around a little bit in here as well. I moved that lighter beige here to the left so I could make like a hot, maybe it's actually not a hot red. It's more of a blue toned red, but a bright blue toned red, because the criticisms I feel like I agreed with for the most part. People like, if you're gonna have a Darth Vader palette, like we want to have like a true red shade and we want to have a true black shade, because there's really not that many things in Star Wars that have like very definitive colors besides the lightsabers. And then, I mean, there's like tones of things, like, but it's a lot of earth tones. So I feel like they got the earth tones down in here pretty well to kind of marry with the cool tones and the red. The Empire, what I did is I moved it up to that spot where the sad beige was, because I do like the idea of there being like a darker gray, like a deeper kind of gunmetal, but, or like a deeper kind of charcoal. But I took one of the other shades, moved it down to where the Empire was, and made a dark, dark black. Because if you're gonna have Darth Vader, you gotta have black. You have an inner corner highlight. You have something to accent things with. If you want to do something with the red and the white to make like a lightsabery themed thing, you could totally do that. But I also feel like there needed to be a black, you know. Like, I didn't change a whole lot in this palette realistically. Yeah, I really only messed with like 3-ish of the shades, and I didn't do anything else with the other ones because I feel like the other ones actually made a lot of sense. I think having the dark red works really well if it is actually a dark red. If it was a dark brown, that would be dumb, but the dark, dark red actually was really pretty. Like, that was probably my favorite shade in the palette that they released. And then the shimmery kind of reddish black in the middle on the bottom, I thought was really pretty too. But this was yet again another Star Wars themed thing that ColourPop is going to put out, and we're going to constantly see Star Wars themed things because Disney owns Star Wars now, and Disney is much more heavy-handed with like commodifying every single thing that they can do with the intellectual property. If you notice that Star Wars didn't used to have as much merch and collaborations as they do now because they're now owned by Disney, which is interesting. When you look at Star Wars as a whole, the earth tones really, really do kind of take a front row. But if you're specifically talking about Darth Vader, there's imagery in your head. He's wearing black. His red lightsaber, his black outfit, you can't not have a black eyeshadow in there, okay? This last one I saw while scrolling through Trendmood or one of the other ones. I don't know. I go through a various number of Instagram accounts to kind of get ideas for these videos if I don't have at least 3 palettes to talk about. The other 2 I had already seen, but this one I found scrolling through Trendmood, and I've heard of Byredo before. I don't own any products from them. I don't know a lot about the brand. I don't know a lot about the company, but I've seen some of their products before, and they've always looked kind of pretty, for sure. And this palette came out. It is the Flora Kalahari palette. All I know is I saw this color story and I was like, this is kind of repetitive and kind of big for what you get. Also, it's $96. I do realize that Byredo is very fancy, and I am not the target demographic because I don't buy $96 eyeshadow palettes. So yeah, I just saw the color story and I was like, I wanna mess around with it a little bit. Side note, the new Natasha Denona pastel palette actually looks cute as hell. I'm not gonna buy it because I have enough pastels, but like, that's actually really cute. So this Byredo palette, this was a 18 pan palette that just by looking at it first glance, you're like, there are so many shades I can just nix out of here. Like, I don't need several of these. So I got rid of 6. The first half of this is me just deleting repetitive shades that really don't need to have that much space. They're not even the most special shades in the palette. Like, they're just shimmery, kind of beigey champagnes. Like, we have so many shimmery beigey champagnes, we don't need 3 of the same color in a palette. And now I'm moving some things around, trying to get an idea of where I want to put stuff and where things can be cut out, because it did take me a little bit longer with this one to figure out exactly where I wanted to put things and which colors I wanted to delete before editing any of them, because I did end up actually editing some of the shades. It wasn't just moving them around and deleting stuff. This one today, I actually edited every single one. I didn't just like move some stuff and delete stuff. This one I also, I deleted one that was similar to it. This one, yeah, so now I'm gonna put things back where they belong. And this pink down in the bottom left, I end up deleting because it's really similar to that 4th shade over on the top. I do not need that shade. And now I'm actually just cutting off the bottom so I can make it look pretty. Just messing with layers and to make it look like it's actually a 12 pan instead of an 18 pan, to make it look nice. I was actually pretty happy with this Photoshop job, to be honest. I was like, this looks pretty good from far away. So now I'm actually starting to mess with the actual colors and changing some of the things in them. This one I'm making more of like an olivey, goldy green, because I feel like with some of the browns in there, that third brown over, that kind of olivey bronze, I wanted to add a little more of a green to this palette because I feel like it was screaming for some variety, because a lot of it is very wine and beige shades. This one I adjust the tone a bit as well. I think I make this one slightly more kind of grain gray. Words. Sometimes they're difficult. Yeah, so I like this tone. This kind of like baby poop greeny brown is one of my favorite colors. And now I leave that orange as is because I actually like it. This one I make a little bit darker, pretty positive. I deepen it up just slightly. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot otherwise, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then with this one, I again, tried to do something like a duochrome. So I messed with the shadows and the midtones and then the highlights in the color balance window to really kind of individually adjust the tones because it's touching the different like shades in there. So like the darkest bits, I'm making it a bit more kind of like a bluey green, I think. I did some bluey greens in the lower ends and then some yellowy greens on the higher ends. And now I'm moving some stuff around. I just start moving things to really figure out where I want to put them because I wasn't quite happy in exactly how everything was placed. So I just cut everything out and I just put it back together like a puzzle. This was actually pretty fun, just kind of playing around with colors. This kind of version looked a little bit pedestrian, so I switched them around slightly so there was some variety. So it wasn't just all like the cool green tones on the top and then the warm pinky cranberry tones on the bottom. But I like how this one turned out as well. I feel like Color Story has the same kind of vibe, but it's a lot more condensed. I feel like the one before was a bit larger. And like I said, I am clearly not the target demographic, but I feel like for those palettes that are pretty expensive, that are also large, like why not make something that's a little more curated and a little bit smaller that you can make available to more people? Because with that logic, like 96 divided by 3 is 32. So granted, I still wouldn't spend $64 on a 12-pan palette that looked like that. More likely to buy it than a $96 palette. Like, I know it's not an exact science and like cutting the palette in 3 and getting rid of a third of the price because you still have the packaging. So realistically, it might have been a little bit closer to $70 after that, but still more reasonable than basically $100. So I don't know. I liked it as I made it. I feel like it was pretty. I feel like it was the same feeling, but more concise. Let me know what you guys thought of these palette redesigns. I had fun with these ones. The first one was a little bit more difficult for me. The second one, the Star Wars one, was like an easy fix because I was like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Like, there's not a whole lot to change. I didn't dislike the Color Story that they put out, realistically, like just from a perspective of would I use it? Yeah, I would. Like, I would use that. But if we're going for like specifically a Darth Vader themed thing, I did change a little bit. For today's song of the day, let's see. I'm wearing a We Are Scientists shirt in front of a We Are Scientists poster. What We Are Scientists song could it be? Let's have today's song of the day be The Great Escape from We Are Scientists. It is off their very first record with Love and Squalor, which I'm pretty positive I own on vinyl, but I love them, and I'm wearing their shirt in front of their poster. They're my favorites. I'm wearing glitter on my eyes, and I'm actually really into it. Anyway, I hope you all are having a good day. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We have made it halfway through the week. I am proud of you. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would be very helpful to me. And then if you would like to see more of me, please subscribe. I upload videos most of the time, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sometimes Monday and Wednesdays are a little bit shifted depending on what I've got going on at work that week, because I do have a 9-to-5 that I go to Monday through Friday. But yeah, if you'd like to follow me on any of my other social media, my Instagram and my Twitter are both Abers07, and then my Twitch, where I play The Sims mostly, is Abers without the 07, so you can follow me there if you would like to see me play some games and such. Hope you all are having a good week. Thank you for watching. Go get hydrated, go get some sleep, and I will see you all on Friday. Bye!